Hey, welcome back. I'm Freya and this is a writing vlog. I'm starting this video with a new idea. I can't take credit for the origin of this idea, as I saw it on another YouTube channel and I thought that is wonderful, amazing. So the idea is having a project candle that you light every time you work on your novel or your project or whatever you're doing. And I saw this and I thought, wow, that seems like a really cool ritual to get into the spirit of, you know, focusing in on writing and working on a project. And I'm just starting, I'm 6,000 words in, but I'm just starting a new novel project. So, and then I looked up how long candles actually burn for, and it said that big candles take 90 to 100 hours to burn. And I was gifted this monolith of a candle. It's quite big. So that might be accurate to what we'll see, I guess. So this is my new thing. So you don't just get to enjoy time-lapse clips of me typing. Now I will also show you footage of a candle burning. Maybe that's a little like paint drying, but yeah. So I'm really excited about that, and that is the reason for this writing session. It is a late night writing session, but I have a project candle. Okay, what else do I need to say? Yeah, so I'm working on the first draft for a new project. Doesn't really have an alias or a name yet. It is a literary fiction novel, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to say too much right now because it's very much still in its infancy. Can't stress that enough. But yeah, that is pretty much the gist. So I'm going to stop the camera now so I can light this candle, and then I will show you footage of the candle burning. This is also kind of an incentive for me to get over my irrational fear of matches. I don't know where that came from, but I've always been slightly scared of lighting things on my own. But I'm an adult. I can do it. I can talk myself into it. Anyway, yeah, that's the gist. I will catch you in another clip. Okay, so this is just to show you that I managed to light her without, you know, burning the house down, but she smells very nice and I'm excited to start writing, so I'll see you later. Okay, here's your update. I am almost 500 words in and project candle has been burning. That's her progress. I will talk to you when I am at 7,000. Okay, that is 7,000, so we are ready to blow out project candle. Okay, do you want to do it together? Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was a fail. Okay, so that was about an hour and 10 minutes of work to get another 1,000 words, which means that I have 7,000 words in this draft, which feels crazily close to 10,000 already. Yeah, kind of blown away by that. You know, like 1,000 words at a time doesn't feel that unmanageable at the moment. Like, I'm not really struggling to do it with this draft so much. Like, I kind of just pick up from where I left off and I get through the next bit, and you know, sometimes I hit a stump, but then like I stop and talk to you and update you on the progress, and it somehow like just gets done. Maybe I'm getting better at this, who knows. Yeah, so I think the next writing clip you'll see will be me taking my my other draft, The Go-Between Girl, out of its folder for the first time and looking at going back to the start and editing it, which will be exciting and momentous because it's been sitting in draft for quite a while now and I've been trying to give it time, but I feel it's had enough time. So yeah, tomorrow is December 1st and that's when I'm going to start editing it. Yeah, I don't really know how long that process will take. I'm trying to give it as much time as it needs, but yeah, that's the writing update. Hope you stick around for the next clip. Okay, it's officially December, which means, drum roll, it's time to take my draft, my historical fiction novel, out of the drafts folder and edit it. Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about this. I feel like the time since I finished it hasn't actually been that long, and I don't know kind of what shape it's going to be in. It isn't technically really a first draft because halfway through I did go back to the beginning and rewrite a lot of chapters again to make them longer and build out the storyline more and fill in a gap I felt I had where like the high stakes stuff was there, but the more mundane kind of everyday aspects of the character's life weren't really captured at all, and I felt like it was important to have a balance of both, because otherwise you just get the sense of this character as one type of situation, and then you don't kind of you don't get a full picture of them in all aspects of life. So I felt she needed more than one thing, surprise surprise, going on in her life. But yeah, so I am going back to chapter 1. So yeah, this is me doing my first 2 hours of editing. Well, that is one chapter down in 25 minutes or so. 25 minutes, yeah. I have 34 chapters in total, so I wasn't sure how many things I'd find. I mean, I did find a few line level things I wanted to fix slightly and a few things I wanted to add. Overall, it has, like, I did write it and edit it when I came back to it, so it is cleaner than maybe the latter half of this book will be. But you know, it's in okay shape. I'm not sure about whether I can, like, there's a slight time issue that I kind of thought about with that one, but I'm not sure whether it will matter too much, seeing as it is the first chapter. Whether anyone will pick up on it, I don't know. Yeah, I better get back to it. I'm realizing that 2 hours of editing is a long time. That's my my takeaway from doing that 25 minutes. But yeah, let's return. Okay, I managed to do another chapter, but I'm noticing my attention wandering a bit, so I'm going to call it here and return later. So this is where we got to in the editing countdown clock earlier today. I'm going to try and do this all in one sitting, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that's the entire hour 20. I got through chapters 3 to 8, so 5 chapters. The earlier chapters were more messy than as I went on, it got cleaner. But it was really just minor fixes that I found in them. So yeah, that is kind of the conclusion of this video. I think I am gonna split my work between editing this book and writing something new, continuing with my new project that you saw in the first half of this video. But I think that will keep things more interesting for me, and you know, I don't want to completely put the book I have just started aside. I feel like I'm getting into a groove with it, and you know, I have a few thousand words down now. I kind of know who the characters are a little bit more, and I'm getting to more significant plot events, so that feels kind of good. And then with this, I don't know, like it's hard to see your own work clearly when you've been working on it for a long time. I'm not in love with it, but I don't think it's terrible either. Maybe that's not a high commendation for, you know, a book, but I think you go through ebbs and flows of how you feel about things, and maybe with a few more editing sessions I'll feel better. But anyway, that's going to be the conclusion of this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next writing vlog.